Andy. Thank you. How are you? Thanks for having us. Appreciate it.
I told you this a long time ago. You can come in whenever you want, and I'm thrilled to have you in here in a summer edition, or at least late spring edition of the Time Out Show to talk about Charger basketball. You've had a solid core of coaches ever since you've been here, but we knew it was a matter of time before Diamond Dan found another spot, and he did. And talk about how that went down for Dan.
Well, you know what? First of all, it's really bittersweet for us, and for me in particular. Dan played for me at Lawrence, and he's been with us at Hillsdale over the last 6 years, and so we've been about 10, 11 years. Dan's been a part of my life, and he's done a heck of a job with developing and building this program, and he's been my right-hand man. And so, he took the Ohio Dominican job, and, obviously we're incredibly happy for him and Amy and the whole Amasager family. The Amasagers have their both kids in Columbus, and so we're excited for him and happy for him. And when you have good people around you that someday you're going to lose them, and you just wish them the best of luck, and knowing that we got to play them twice in a year it will be the difficult thing, obviously.
I think when you have a lot of success like you've had, you hope to build that coaching tree up, and someday Pistol Pete's going to be gone too, and we're just going to have to deal with it. Hopefully, no time soon, for our standpoint, anyway. But that's part of having a successful program, isn't it? Yeah,
you know what? One thing that I'm really proud of, and it's my sixth former assistant coach that's now a head coach as a college coach, and that makes me really, really proud. And again, I think as I continue to get a little older here, I'm a little sentimental to that, and it's a credit to the players that we've had in years past at Hillsdale and obviously at Lawrence, and so you got to give the kids credit, and assistant coaches have been great and have been really important to the development of the programs that I've been around. And Luke Lacer will be with us now, and with Pistol Pete and Ryan Sean Ware, who just graduated, will be
Ryan's staying on board, huh?
Yeah, absolutely.
That will be fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, this Luke Lacer story is a great local story. Dynamite, incredible player at Hillsdale High School, went to Saginaw, transferred and played for you for a couple of seasons, and now to see him, I think, really pay his dues for a couple of years in this tough business of coaching, and now to get some rewards for that time, having put in that time, is really cool to see, and I'm so happy for him.
Yeah, you know what? You're right, and I'm proud of the man that Luke has become. And when he came here, that was our first year at Hillsdale, and he took a chance. He really didn't know us, and he took a chance and decided to come here. And he had a great 3 years with us, 2 as a player, and he had to sit out that first year. And he's done a wonderful job with our program and our kids the last 2 years, and he's paid his dues, and we got to reward him for this opportunity. And I know he'll do a great job with this opportunity. And so, I wanted to keep it internal, and somebody that knows how we do things at Hillsdale and what Hillsdale College is, and to have Luke as a former great Hillsdale high school player and part of the community, we thought it was a natural thing, and so we're fired up.
John Tharp's the head coach for Hillsdale College basketball. Pistol Pete and his assistant Luke Lacer here tonight. Luke, where do you see yourself fitting in this year? What's your role on this coaching staff?
I think I'll do a little bit of everything. I'll help with the game plans. I'll help with recruiting. I'll help just make sure everything kind of runs as smooth as possible. Obviously, I have big shoes to fill with Dan's absence, but I think that we'll all be able to step up and fill that void that he left.
One of the fun things about what I get to do broadcasting your games is just to watch you guys work on the sidelines. And Luke, you're into this. I mean, when the game starts and the action's happening, I've seen your intensity over there as a coach. How different is it, kind of making that transfer from playing and then turning right around and coaching? Is it a helpless feeling when you can't go out there and play now? I mean, how does it feel like?
Absolutely. There's a little helpless feeling, but we do a lot of our prep work and practice, and we feel like we try to put our guys in as best situations as we can going into the games, and then it's up to them to perform, and we try to make adjustments as we see fit, but it's very helpless most of the time.
Sometimes you got to reel him back in, right, Coach? And just
once in a while.
You got to stay right here.
I have to.
How much of your job, the biggest thing you have to do is prepare your kids to play, but I would also think as a mentor to Pistol and Dan and to Luke. Do you ever let them run parts of practice or practices? How does that work from your standpoint?
Yeah, you know what? One thing before I kind of answer that is I'm really blessed to have Pistol Pete back, and he's been 11 years now almost along with the ride here, and does an incredible job with a lot of different things. And so, like anything else, I hope that I'm a type of leader where I feel like I have to, one thing is I serve the college and Dr. Arnn. And two, I have to serve my team, my players, and then three, it's my job to try to develop assistant coaches and give them the responsibility to do certain things and try to develop them as future head coaches and as people and leaders. And so there's kind of different hats that I have to wear as a head coach. And so I have a lot of trust in these guys, and it's important that our players hear their voices as much as they hear mine, because like anything else, you don't want them to start tuning you out. If you're going to hire somebody to be an assistant coach, you got to have faith that they can do the job that you want them to do, and it's always good to get their perspective for kids to hear from them. And you just got to let them grow as a person and grow as a coach, and that's one role that I have to do as a coach.
Such success the last few years, and obviously disappointing not to make it into the national tournament this year, but another exciting season of Charger basketball. Now you look into the summer, and a lot happening up there. The Bierman Center is up, and a beautiful new facility there. You're going to travel a long way to find a town like this that's featuring a campus that we're featuring up there at Hillsdale College. It's just gorgeous, and the next step in that is the new Jesse Phillips Arena, the new Fieldhouse project. What are we going to see next year? How much of that's going to be done, and what are the changes that fans will look forward to?
Well, and I think you hit a key point there, is that our campus is second to none. When we've had a lot of visits already in the spring for 2014 graduates, and kids and families walk away just in awe of the campus and the beauty of it and so forth. But yeah, we're really excited that we have great plans for the arena. There are 3 brand new wood courts, a beautiful rec facility that's dividing Court 1 and Court 2, which really is going to serve all of campus and all the students, not just for varsity athletics. The whole facility, I think, is going to be great for IMs and the student body, and then our game arena. So we have 3 wood courts, and part of it will be our game arena, which will be on the south end with some permanent bleachers, and it's going to really enclose the place, and new locker rooms and new offices for the coaches. And so we're so thrilled, because anything that the college has done, when you look at all the different buildings that they've built, and the Bierman Center and the academic buildings, they've really done things right. And so the plans look magnificent, and we're not sure exactly how far they're going to get this year. I think that we're planning on the 3 brand new wood courts, and we're planning on the rec center area in this first phase. And we're not 100% sure if the locker rooms are going to get done or the offices. But it's exciting. It just puts a smile on our face, and the plans that are being made. Dr. Rubaker, or Don, has done a great job, and Rich Payway. They're really good at this, and we're just fired up about it.
How could you not be? It's going to be exciting, and I can't wait to see that place packed for a big game when we're beating Grand Valley or one of those other schools. Pistol, the Hillsdale College boys basketball camp is a go.
Yes, sir.
Construction, we got construction, but we're also having a camp, right?
Absolutely, yep. We're going to do the camp down at Hillsdale Academy this year, and we're going to do it June 24th to June 26th, and we're doing 3 sessions. The first session is going to be for grades 3 and 4 from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m., and then session 2 will be grades 5 and 6 from 11:15 to 1:15, and then the final session will be session 3, grades 7 and 8 from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m., and the cost for all those sessions is $60.
$60 for 3 great days of instruction, the 24th, 25th, and 26th. Grades 3 and 4. Now, these are the grades that your kids are entering into in the fall.
Correct.
So if you have a child who's in 2nd grade right now, they'll be eligible to do this. 3rd and 4th grade, 9 to 11 a.m., and then 5th and 6th grade, 11:15 to 1:15, 2 to 4, for the 7th and 8th graders. $60 for each of those. Owen went to it last year. Not only did he have a lot of fun and he had a blast, but he also learned a lot about basketball. And I think for the little kids especially, that's kind of a balance that you're trying to strike. You want it to be fun, but you want them to learn something too.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a great blend of both of those things. And, we get a lot of our guys to come back and work it, and then us three, obviously, and then Ryan will work it as well. And it's a fun day, fun days. They play a lot of different games. They learn some skill, and they have some fun running around the court. And, at the end of it, we give away some awards. We give away the MVP award, the Coaches Award, the Mr. Hustle Award, and the Most Improved Award. And I think kids are always excited about that. And we always give them some T-shirts, and kids love T-shirts. And it's a lot of fun. So it's we've done it since we've been here, and each year it's gotten a little bit bigger, and we just want the community to know that even though the gym's closed down, we're still going to have a camp, and we're excited to have people come.
The fact that you're able to have the Hillsdale Academy facility, which isn't, obviously it's not as big as what you have at Jesse Phillips Arena, but it's a really nice facility. It can work this year. You can make it work one year, and to be able to continue with the camp is really great.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's the main thing is, we get through this year, and then next year we'll be able to have it in that brand new facility. I think it's going to be really neat to have all those.
Pistol, you guys didn't give Owen the MVP last year.
Yeah,
he's not.
I voted for him, but
he's not happy about it. I can tell you
I
that.
got overruled by Evans.
I'm just letting you know.
Yeah,
but he's going to be in the 5th and 6th grade group, so he's going to be the low man on the totem pole.
Just,
now,
an extra 20 in his registration.
Oh, that's not a problem.
That might make that happen. So.
Coach Lacer, will you feature a few dunks at the camps, or are you trying to slow down with some of that?
I don't know. It'll take me a long time to warm up before.
Just get stretched out. I know you can do it.
We may have a few of our other guys.
Shawnee can definitely do it. I know that he can still get up there. June 24th through the 26th. This is for boys only, 3rd and 4th grade, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. It's $60. I'm going to put all of this on our Facebook page, Time Out with Andy Brown. It'll be up there tonight with all of the times. Now, people want to get registered ahead of time. What do they have to do?
They can just go to our, I believe it's on our website as well. It's been handed out to some schools, all the local schools as well, that they should be able to get the form. All they have to do is fill out the form, send it back to us, and they'll be good to go. Call
Luke Lacer at the basketball office. Ladies, it's 517-607-2316 in the Hillsdale College basketball office. Luke Lacer will be in there. The registration form will be available, and a lot of the schools have it. Is there a place online they can look for that or no?
On our athletic website, hillsdalechargers.com, you can go right on there. Under Inside Athletics, there is a link to camps, and it'll feature all of the different Hillsdale College sports camps, and ours will be under men's basketball.
Now, Claudette sent this too. They're having their women's camp or their girls' camp Thursday, June 27th through Saturday, June 29th, and I will also put that on the Facebook page as well. And that's also going to be at the Hillsdale Academy. So any girls listening, that is the 27th through the 29th, and they're doing 1st through 4th grade and 5th through 8th grade. So for more information about that, you can give them a call at the athletic there as well. I'm trying to grab the number off the sheet here, but I don't see it. We can put that up on the Facebook page, and you'll be able to get in touch with that as well. You're in May. Obviously, all the kids are gone right now. John, before we let you go, obviously you've been doing this a long time. Where are you in your sort of cycle of duties right now? What are you working on to prepare for next season right now?
Well, you know what, Andy, this is until June 15th, May 15th to June 15th, we're not allowed to be on the road.
Okay.
And so right now we are on the phones pretty heavy, developing relationships with 2014 recruits and trying to convince kids to come on campus and see what we're all about. And so, that's one phase. And then the second phase right now is we're doing some training as a staff, kind of some retraining to making sure that, we have our I's dotted and our T's crossed with things. And so when you have a change in our staff, it's an opportunity to change some other things around within your organization, and also it's sometimes it rejuvenates you even. As great as Dan was, and as wonderful a job and a wonderful man as he is, it's an opportunity to recharge your own batteries, And so that's what happens when you lose a great person like Dan. And so, you know what, we begin to start thinking about the rest of our June schedule and July schedule, and we're in contact with our players, just making sure that they're doing well and so forth. So it's a good time of year for us, truthfully, and it's a chance for us to kind of catch our breath and begin that next phase of recruiting.
The post-Washburn era, you've had a 7-footer, 6'11" guy the last 4 seasons who has been a mismatch problem. He had better games. Some games were better than others, just like anybody else, but he was a consistent guy that you were able to pencil in each and every day. That's part of the job, though. I mean, it's been like that every year. You lost Tyler, you lost Brad. I mean, you're always going to have to replace guys. That's part of the deal. Yeah,
you know what? Wash for 4 years he started for us. And really, he was scored over 1,000 points and we're going to miss some things that he did for us. We're going to be different. We're going to be different. I think that people are going to be pleasantly surprised with Jason Pretzer, and I think it's an important summer for him. And I think that we have a chance to maybe. I think we'll be smaller and agile, and we'll be a chance to do some switching and maybe play some zone as well. But I think that we're really going to have 5 guys on the floor that can space the floor and create some things. And what I think that's going to be interesting. Tim Dazowski may have more room to even work, both on the block and on the perimeter, without having Nick on the floor. And so we're just going to be different, and that's what happens. You got to adapt. I'll tell you what, it's as excited as we've been with the guys that we have coming back, the returning players that we have coming back, and we've added some nice additions to this team, and we can't wait to get them back and get working.
When you put your head down on your pillow at night, and you've got Dazowski coming back, you fall asleep a lot faster.
A lot faster.
It's just
a lot faster.
I mean, I guess I'll wait until the fall a little bit, but I don't need to tell you how much I love that kid, and how can you not? He just fills so many roles. Big time basketball question. I'll let you guys go. I could talk to you all night, but you got stuff to do. This Hibbard guy for Indiana, 7'2". Supposedly we are in the post-center era in the NBA. It's all small ball. It's all, slashers and getting to the line. And here you have a guy like that who has as good a game as you can have last night. And here these Pacers are now, 2-2. I don't know how much you watch the pro game, but what have you thought about that Pacer group and what they've been able to do so far?
I'm going to let Pistol Pete and Luke Lacer, my NBA experts.
Absolutely.
But I got to tell you something. We talked just briefly today. And, he is, I think he's the way that you have to beat Miami, truthfully, is having somebody in the middle and to be able to punish the small ball. And I think he's done a magnificent job with that. But these guys watch and know more than I do, so I'm going to let them answer that.
It's funny that you mentioned the small ball trend that's kind of taken the league by storm. But if you take a step back and you look at the Final Four teams that are left, you have Memphis, who just got eliminated, but they were a traditional center, power forward team, and then you have the Spurs, who are the same way, a traditional. They have Duncan, and then they have the Thiago Splitter, and so they play big as well. And then you have obviously the Pacers. So it's kind of funny to see that trend taking the NBA by storm. But the last 4 teams in the league that are still available. 3 of them are what you would call traditional NBA, big rosters.
It's kind of funny because me and Luke were talking this morning, as a matter of fact, about Hibbert a little bit, and I kind of questioned when they re-signed him and the money that they gave him. And
max contract.
Yeah, and I said today every penny they were paying him is worth it. He's been really impressive. And,
he goes weeks in the regular season without a game like he had last night.
Yeah.
And so you wonder about his motor and when he decides to play like that. But if he keeps playing, I don't know that they really have a chance to beat the Heat if they're healthy. If the Heat aren't healthy, who knows? I guess
they should be. I feel like the Pacers should be up 3-1. To be honest with you, they had game 1-1, and game 3 the Heat really flexed their muscle, and it was one of the most impressive halves of basketball I've seen in a long time. But I've been really impressed by the Pacers. Just keep on kind of coming back, and they've just been showing a lot of resiliency, and they've been impressive with just the way they keep on coming back. And you think, okay, now the Heat got them, they're up 2-1, and they're in trouble. And I lost the bet to Coach Tharp. I said Heat in 5. So
yeah, you lost that bet. Nice
bet.
that there's another
but I'm happy I lost.
Nice that there's
so.
another superstar in the league not playing for my Pistons in this Paul George guy. He's going to be really, really good. Where did that guy come from? I'm sure we had a pick where we could have taken him and didn't do it. And here's another guy. And I know you're rooting for my Red Wings tonight. So
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
I got to go to Game 3 of the playoffs.
Would you stop?
Yeah, absolutely. It was my. I'm embarrassed to tell you that this is my first. That was my first NHL game. I've been to some Badger hockey games back in Wisconsin and some.
You picked a good one to go to, man.
It was the most. I've been to Packer games. I've been to Notre Dame football games. I've been to NCAA first and second round games, and it was the most electric atmosphere that I've ever been in my life. It was unbelievable. When they scored those 2 goals in 31 seconds, and that place is going nuts. It was really. I said anybody who's a sports fan has got to experience that once because it was quite the. It was really an impressive thing to go.
This playoff hockey is an incredible product.
Absolutely.
It is so much fun and so exciting.
Especially
and
Game 7s. Game 7s are just absolutely fun to watch. So
you're saying I'm going to be up all night whether we win or lose, right?
You probably will.
Yeah,
be,
okay.
Yeah.
Guys, the camp is coming up June 24th through the 26th. We're going to talk about it as much as we possibly can, but it's the 24th through the 26th, 3rd through 8th grade. There's a time slot for you at $60. You can go online and register or call at 517-607-2316.
We just want to let people know, too, if you have a second grader or so, we would take them as well. We'd have no problems with that. So if someone really wants to, we have no problems with someone that really wants to come. So, that first session is a little bit more for the younger kids anyway, so we would take a second grader as well. So
thanks, guys.
Thank
Appreciate you being here.
Appreciate it.
Go Wings.
John Tharp and the whole crew with the Hillsdale College basketball staff, we really appreciate it. And, again, the camp coming up June 24th through the 26th. We'll be talking a lot more about it coming up on WCSR.